Hi guys, it's me again. So a lot of people ask, all right, you're a big Apple dude, blah blah blah, right? Carnegie Mellon, blah blah blah. Why don't you have a MacBook, right? Well, let me tell you how it worked out. So I grew up with Apple, with Carnegie Mellon, met all the dudes, right? Mr. Next Dude, all that type of thing. What do I prefer? Well, if I had my choice and I had an infinite amount of money, and if something got stolen, it would be no problem. I go MacBook Air, right? Got the new MacBooks coming out. The MacBook Pro is essentially like a MacBook. Now, why do you use Apple versus like what I use, Samsung Chromebook? Well, this little thing's like a toy. This is almost like a phone to me, right? I open this thing up, instant on. It's fast enough. It does everything I need. Remember, guys, what I do is mainly browser centric, right? I drop maybe into some of the apps and stuff. If I need Linux, I throw it on here. Shit, this thing has Chrome OS. Pretty fucking powerful. So if you're a student or anything, shit, I get one of these little bad. I have two of them, right? I bought them at the Easy Pawn for like $50 a piece. Now, when do you buy a MacBook? Let me explain this a little bit to you guys so you have a better understanding. So how Apple has structured it, all their development tools run on Mac OS. So you need a MacBook, right? You can do a virtual cloud, but it gets cumbersome. It's just a microwave. It's my coffee. But that's why you do a MacBook. Is it the easiest experience? Yeah, it is. I mean, no doubt about it. Mac OS kicks the shit out of Chrome OS, right? Now, why don't I do Windows? Well, that's a long story, but Windows, if you're doing device connections, if you're traditional, if you're corporate, you go with the Windows thing. It's fair, it's good, right? It's got blips and stuff. You got to remember, Windows is the lowest common denominator, right? These little Chromebooks, right? Chrome OS, they control everything, right? So there's only so many of these types of things floating around. There's Samsung and Acer and Asus, there's a handful of them. Apple controls the Mac OS, all right? So it's going to work perfectly. Windows has to control like 20, 30 different laptops, right? And there's different device drivers, different ports, there's different all kinds of stuff. So once again, here, to summarize it. If you're a student, lightweight, you're like me, you run around, do basic things, Chromebook, right? You buy one of these bad boys brand new Acer at, Walmart or whatever. Once again, I bought this thing for like $50. This thing's a litlittle toy to me. It looks like a little toy, but this thing's a little badass machine to what I need to do. If you're into development, creative, you're doing these complex videos, you're editing, you're doing mini movies, right? I just do this shit and throw it up, right? You guys get like 4% return or something on YouTube. I get like 30 or 40%. I figured out you do shorts, you make it creative, you do a little Mr. Beast thing. I hope it helps, right? I hope it helps to explain things a little bit further. And, you see me walking around with these things, and you say, oh, why isn't he doing Mac? Well, if I had a choice, I'd probably get a MacBook Air. It's probably the best thing out there, but this is a good second best, and I'm on a budget, guys. I am a student, I am masters, I'm going through transitional financial things, blah, 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 right? And once again, these things are not stolen. Someone sees something like this, they say, oh, it's a Chromebook, right? Well, it's pretty powerful. If they see an Apple product, holy shit, it's like moths to a flame. They just grab the sucker and it's gone instantly. So I kind of figured out that, I'm browser centric, and when I open this bad boy up, I might save off things. I go Google Docs. Everything's cloud-based, right? It's why I go to Starbucks and stuff, right? They have a high-speed network. I can do most things that I need to do. But when you need high speed, you got to get to a high-speed landline. I go Dunkin' Donuts, McDonald's, Wi-Fi, right? I hang out in there, do my thing, buy some stuff, talk to the folks, etc. I hope that helps you guys out. I hope it better explains things. Why is it the Apple versus, Google versus Chrome OS versus Windows thing. Fit for purpose, right? Whatever your fit, whatever your purpose is. And once again, I can walk into Easy Pawn and get one of these bad boys. I've got like 5 of them. They've all been stolen, right? Seriously. So I just walk in and I said, give me another Chromebook. And boom, they whip one of these things out like a chiclet. I log back into Google or wherever I need to go, and boom, I'm back on, right? Everything's cloud-centric. Hope it helps you guys out. Take care.